I will not let anyone walk through my mind with dirty feet. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Wow, that's a lot of green, right? I mean, I don't know if you could say it was expected because we seen that article where they were calling for the extinction of the altcoins. I mean, that was definitely a little bit of some sort of clickbait. I never thought at any point that all 1,800 of these cryptocurrencies were just going to die overnight. It did seem like the correction was possibly going to be worse than what it was, considering that we're seeing some gains today. I mean, we got Bitcoin coming back in at 6,500, so we definitely found some support back there at the 6,000 range. You know, technical analysis tells us, you know, the more we hit it, the more likely we are to break through it. So, you know, this was what, the third or fourth time we'd been back down there. I kind of was anticipating it to go lower too. But as always, I don't sell my cryptocurrency. I got that strong hand as always. So, I mean, we're up 8.1%. So, bam, wonderful. I love the resiliency of Bitcoin. It is absolutely amazing. I mean, we got $4.8 billion worth of Bitcoin traded in the last 24 hours. We got that BTC dominance still holding out on the other side of 50%. Boom, big plus right there. 53.3%. The only thing I can think that's better than all of this is the fact that we got Samantha hanging out in the chat today.
Hi, everyone.
So let me pop on over here and do one of those screen share thingies for you guys. See what we got going on. All right. Click the screen share button. Share. And you don't want to look at this. You guys want to look at this. And let's refresh it because this market cap is changing like every minute. All right. I mean, woo, even though the percentage looks like it's down, it's up like $50 from when I just checked it 20 minutes ago. $6,559. That's up 7.6%. Man, I couldn't be happier with all this green. Ethereum right there, knocking, banging its head on 300, 299 and 47 cents. That's up 15.3%. Nice. Look at that market cap on the other side of $200 billion, 211. I mean, I guess that was a dip there. We found some resiliency back up there under support levels. Oh, let's see. What do we got going on here with X Rapid? 29.3 cents. That's a 12% gain. We got Bitcoin Cash coming in at $532. That's 9.5% gain. EOS, wow, that price is still low. $4.81, and that's a 10.8% gain. I mean, when they fell hard, didn't they? All right, we got Stellar Lumas coming in at 22.9 cents. That's up 7.7%. Let's see what we got going on with that Litecoin. $58.11. Nice. That's 11% gain pretty much. We got Cardano coming in here at 10 cents. That's a 10.3% gain. I don't know what I think about that. That's kind of a nice price right there. I like things like that. You know, whether or not I'm sure all this market's going to go up a little bit more. All right, I got my payout today, but I don't think I'm going to be selling it. Still holding on to last 2 weeks as well, waiting for this price to come up because what is that? 90 cents for a Steam? I mean, yes, I remember the days of 19-cent Steam, but still, I don't think I really want to get rid of it under $1 at all. You guys were so generous in giving that to me that, you know, it feels like I'd be robbing myself a little bit. But that's an 11% gain. And then let's get back up here to the top and type in that Steam back dollar and see what kind of metrics we're looking at here for these altcoin markets. 99 cents. Nice. I mean, I guess if it's going to hang out here, we go ahead and put it back on power up. But I don't know. I mean, this has been fluctuating so wildly lately. I don't know what I'm going to do about my Steam account. Besides, I really haven't been receiving much support over there. I've been appreciating the $1 or $2 I've been seeing every day. But as you know, time goes on, these multimedia platforms that are trying to pay you are, you know, constantly increasing. There's more of them coming out. Mine's pretty much has gone onto the main chain. I've been posting over there. So, of course, I have a link down below to my Minds account. I definitely would recommend coming over there and checking that out. My Twitter account has also been growing, so please come on over and subscribe to that. But what we really want to talk about is our Tally account. Let's see. Let's refresh this here. Sometimes it changes. And what do we got going on? All right. Well, with the price of Bitcoin coming up, I mean, that's why I did it in the USD value, because we are looking for a certain number in fiat dollars to go ahead and pay for mine and Samantha's ticket to go to EDC, otherwise known as the Electric Daisy Carnival. it's a music festival, you know, techno pretty much. They travel around the United States. It's a 2-day event. They got carnival rides and food and drinking and lots of stages. And I mean, they got some really good names or big names if you're into that kind of music. But I think it's going to be a good opportunity for me and Samantha to get out there and spread the word of Bitcoin. You know, I've been out here producing these videos for like, I don't know, 1.5 years, close to 2 years now. But I don't actually get out there and do much, you know, face-to-face interaction. So I definitely want to keep up in my game. I want to keep supporting Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies the best I can. And you know me, I'm relentless and I'm never going to let this go. So I figure, hey, why not get out there and start bombarding these people with flyers? I want to make up some nice colored flyers because, you know, part of the whole electronic music thing is bright colors, fancy festival. So I want to make up these nice, simple flyers and go pass them out to everybody, spreading the word of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, see if I can't get some more people hooked on this stuff. So, you know, when we're asking you to donate to this fund, it's not to make my pockets fatter. It's not to pay our bills or put gas in our car or, once again, buy Samantha that wonderful sushi that she loves so much. It's to actually, you know, help us get out there to do the legwork because you're kind of busy at work and don't really have the time to get out there and do it yourself, but you still want to help further the cause of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Great way to do it here. Every dollar helps with this. As you can see, it's 73 days away. That was the end of the, you know, tally thing that I could run it for. It's actually November 9th and 10th, so it's a couple days after that. But I kind of would, I guess, would like to have all the funds together by then so I can preemptively buy the ticket, fill the car with gas, maybe see about a cheap motel room for the night. If not, we'll drive back, and we got to get those flyers printed up. I've been working on some mock documents. I showed them to my son and one of his friends, and I showed it to Samantha here, and I want to do some more editing before I put it out there for your guys' review. I definitely will be working on that so you guys can give me your thoughts and comments on the situation of what you think of my flyer. All right, though. Let's shut off this screen share so Samantha can pop into this chat and see what you guys got going on. All right. So, what do we got going on today with the news? As I keep telling you guys, you know, adoption's coming. I mean, it seems to be like this year, all year long, you know, we had the regulation and accredited investors and everyone building up to be able to take care of them. But at the same time, it's getting it ready. It's getting the word out there on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. I mean, it's going to be adopted here. It's going to happen. Of course, adoption doesn't happen overnight. So, I mean, what do I got here? Well, I got Jamaica Stock Exchange. They're going to be offering digital currencies and tokens here by the end of the year. That's a big plus. I mean, they're not the biggest country, but they've been crypto friendly, and that's amazing. I seen them talking yesterday about Saudi Arabia and how they're pretty much going to be trying to make it illegal to trade cryptocurrencies out of their country. You know, it seems like a lot of countries are either going to fall one side of the fence or the other when it comes to this. The countries that go ahead and are pro cryptocurrency and adopt it, you know, they're going to be doing great things when it happens. They're going to be helping the development of all this. So what do we got going on, Samantha? Is there even anybody in the chat today, or am I just kind of out here ranting by myself about this magical internet money? I know my time slot keeps bouncing around. It has to do with that. I told you I got to get back out there and work for the man. I've been working, you know, as a farm hand real early in the morning. So it took away that 9:30 time slot. I loved that 9:30 time slot. You guys were so appreciative of me being out here with my cup of coffee first thing in the morning. But hey, if you guys are out there on the West Coast or in other places of the world, I mean, it's still fairly early. I'm going to do the best job I can do for you guys. I'm sorry about the bouncing around time slot. Me and Samantha were talking about it right before the show. We're going to try to figure out some sort of stable time slot because that definitely works a lot better for everybody.
Even if it's the butt crack of dawn for us, like.
Oh yeah, you guys know that I do anything under the sun for you guys. I love you guys so much. You guys have done amazing things for my life, and you guys definitely keep me going along in this cryptocurrency market.
Well, we have Gene Baker. He's saying good afternoon, and that
Gene,
he thinks,
my man,
he thinks we've seen the lows. So that'd be
you
nice.
think the bottom came in? I mean, it would be nice. At the same time, you know, they like to trick you. You know, the market likes to trick you because, I mean, if you went around and asked everybody yesterday, they were saying we were heading to zero, we were going down to nothing, and then today, what? We see an 8% gain in Bitcoin, and anywhere between 10 and 20% in all these different, altcoins, and everyone's now, because I mean, you're not the first person to say this to me today. I received some emails on that as well, that it's going up, that everyone thinks that we hit the bottom, we're about to go back up. We thought we had hit the bottom before too. So as always, just got to get there with those strong hands, hold on to your cryptocurrency tight, only invest in the projects that you believe in, and you'll be all right. Think about tomorrow, think about the long haul. It's not about what's going to happen in a week, what's going to happen in 2 weeks. That's just chasing the fiat dollar, and that's not really what this market's for. So you're going to get taken on a roller coaster ride there and possibly lose, more of that fiat cash.
We have Moscow Mule here. We have John from Malibu.
Nice.
I know he's the one that always has the smiley face glasses, the one you used to use, the shades. Love it.
Well, he's in Malibu.
Right? It's got to be sunny there.
It has to be a nice lifestyle over
there. We have Moscow Mule asking what your thoughts are on Raven coin.
I actually don't know.
I know. I don't know what that is. So, nah. Apparently, we'll have thoughts tomorrow about that.
Either that or you can shoot me an email and I can dig into it after the show and I can email you back with, I'll look into it for like 20, 30 minutes, see what I can find out, what I think, what my thoughts and opinions are on it, and then give you my thoughts and opinions on it. I get that kind of stuff all the time, especially when it comes to things which are scammy. A lot of people like to shoot me an email, say, hey, check this out. What do you think? So, all right, what do we got going on with the news? Well, I mean, besides the fact that Bitcoin and all these other altcoins are up and everybody's pretty ecstatic about it, we're also looking at that. I mean, I don't know. My brother was trying to tell me to get out here and talk about that High Times, that they were going to be taking cryptocurrency for the IPO for the last couple of days. And I just
like, it's news. It's newsworthy.
And it's like, I don't know. I mean, it seems like the cannabis and cryptocurrency markets have been merging, but a lot of people feel on both sides. I don't necessarily have a stance one way or the other. As long as you're not smoking so much of that stuff that you're a lazy person, I'm not going to hate you for it. I mean, from what I hear, there's some good medical reasons behind all of it, and that we've been kind of brainwashed by the government to think that it's bad. So, I mean, if it's going to do something good for you and you have medical purposes behind it, awesome. And then at the same time, I guess I'd rather see people, smoking the weeds or whatever instead of drinking alcohol. I mean, my aunt did pass away of alcoholism, and, I have some family members who tend to drink a little too much, and I've seen the downside of what alcohol can do to people, and I don't think, I mean, besides being lazy and not getting off the couch, I really haven't seen
binge watching things,
But at the same time, I don't know what the long-term studies on all of this is going to end up, coming out to. So I like to stand neutral on that until I guess I have more information.
And they do have problems with like payment, like because the federal government banks and all of that.
Yeah,
like,
because it's legal in the States
like
and not federal. And, they keep a lot of cash on hands. I see that they buy old banks, but the federal government, they came in and do come in, they seize all of the marijuana, but they can also take the cash and you never get it back. And that's where the cryptocurrency comes in to be such an amazing thing. They can't really seize the cryptocurrency.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they could shut your store down and do all that other horribleness, but yes, you'd
still
at least have
I've seen people
money.
Talk about where they have ATM machines on the outside of the weed stores. I don't know what you call them.
Dispensaries.
The dispensaries. That's the word I'm looking for. And you put your money in there and they give you the cryptocurrency on your phone and then you walk in and buy stuff. So, I mean, besides the fact that you're wasting money on the fees and all of that, and I'm sure there's always an overcharge.
You get a discount when you use the token or the coin inside the store.
I think you know too much about this, Samantha.
I've read. I'm not well versed, but I have read.
All right, so the next big thing is, hey, we got another thing that's moving us towards adoption. We got Square and their subsidiary Cash App. I mean, they're now valid in all 50 states. So once again, taking down Coinbase, just another peg, a lot more. It seems like there seems to be a lot more avenues to be able to go ahead and get that fiat cash into the cryptocurrency market. For the longest time, Coinbase was like your number one and only option unless you were going to go meet somebody in a coffee shop or go deposit money into a bank account for someone else and then take a picture of the receipt and do it through local Bitcoins.
Yeah.
That scared the crap out of everybody. No one liked to do that one.
Yeah.
you know, even meeting up in a coffee shop became leery at sometimes, you know, depending on the amount, especially if you're looking for that, what do I keep calling it?
The sovereigntiness?
No, buying daily, buying weekly.
Oh dear God, daily cost averageness.
Yeah. So daily cost averaging it, you know, are you going to run out to the coffee shop and, you know, every Friday and, you know, buy $10 of Bitcoin?
Meet up with
and
Jim.
Then buying it through ATMs and stuff like that. Not everybody had them. It seems like the explosion of ATMs has only happened in the last 8 to 9 months. But then at the same time, you know, there's fees. There's some pretty big fees on those. I mean, I thought it was bad enough that you pay 5% sometimes with, you know, your debit card. That's why I used the bank a lot and waited for it to actually clear in. But I mean, besides the fact that we got Square and Cash App going live pretty much in all 50 states, we got this Ethos wallet. Samantha's been using it on her cell phone. Thanks for recommending it, JT Irving. It seems like we keep hearing more and more and more about it. They went ahead and partnered with Simplex to bring you fiat to cryptocurrency exchange, you know, fiat to crypto bridge. I mean, like I keep saying, anything that helps diminish the power of Coinbase and spreads the power around is always a good thing because, you know, as always, we want decentralization. We don't want Coinbase to be the unicorn like they've been, and pretty much the only way, because we see what happened with the Bitcoin Cash fiasco. We see what happens every time. I mean, we heard that they were going to be listing more coins. We heard about the Ethereum Classic. I'm still waiting for that Ethereum Classic button to show up on my page and not just these credited investors pages. It seems like they're trying to start taking some of these cryptocurrencies away from people and give it more to these credited investors. And you know I ain't down with that because I'm here for the everyday, Joe. So as we look further into Ethos, I mean, we see that. I mean, Samantha, you've been liking the wallet?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's real.
I like the interface.
Yeah.
It's nice. Well, I mean, they supposedly have, if you had pre-signed up to register for the Universal Wallet, go ahead and make sure you finish filling out or fill out that form today. They got an airdrop that's going to be coming to you guys. Big plus. You know, I'm a fan of free money, of course, but I am a miser. So, I mean, with all of this going on, it looks like the price is up quite a bit. I mean, we're looking at it coming in at 40 cents today. They took a 27% jump. They made it to the 144 ranking. They got about $31.6 million or billion dollars. Yeah, $31.6 billion as a market cap. So, I mean, they say on average, they upload about 2,000 new users a day. Yesterday, they had their biggest day ever, and they took on about 5,000 users in 24 hours. And they say within a month, they complete 375,000 transactions. So, I mean, if this wallet is actually kicking off as well as it seems to be kicking off, you know, it's definitely something to check into. A lot of people are always looking for a good hot wallet to hold on their phone because, you know, this cryptocurrency adoption is getting bigger. It is getting to be to the point where you want to keep, you know, $20, $50 on you in cryptocurrency in your pocket on your cell phone, because when you do run into those opportunities to use it, you want to use it, because adoption doesn't only, you know, come from hodling and holding this stuff. It also comes from sending it around to each other. Peer-to-peer transaction is what the main reason was, you know, developed for Bitcoin and all these other things to take the power away from the banks. So the more we can go ahead and send this stuff around to each other, the more it shows that this network has validity and we can keep using it. Yes, the transactions are slow on the Bitcoin network, but as always, the Lightning Network is coming along. The development is steamrolling on that stuff. I mean, I never thought we'd see as much as we see right now. And I keep hearing talks of us as the common everyday user getting a light wallet that we're going to be able to use and have our own, you know, addresses that are on the Lightning Network. I'm just waiting for that day personally. It sounds like it's going to be a great day in my book. But at the same time, it really doesn't take all that much to get me excited here in the cryptocurrency space. I totally am in love with this. I guess I'd call it your mistress, Sam.
We have the Moscow Mule saying Ravencoin is the coin Overstock CEO created. He believes, and then he came back and said the Ravencoin Overstock involvement. My understanding is they bought 60 million coins and have contributed millions towards development of the Ravencoin. So it is the Overstock. It's like Amazon.
So is it a coin that's specifically going to be used just for that platform? Because when it comes down to thinking about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and all of this stuff, you know, are we just making a token that only has one utilization? Because it always seems like, you know, like the Brave token, or I mean, a lot of,
I mean,
yeah, a lot of them, you know, they can be accomplished just by using Bitcoin, and that's pretty much what we need. Like we've seen, you know, the market didn't go crashing yesterday for no reason. You know, we are kind of far out there we're in the weeds. You know, if we're talking about playing golf, we're definitely in the rough. We're a little out of bounds here with how many cryptocurrencies and how many projects there are going on. I mean, those ICOs and ERC20 tokens are a little out of control. I haven't really seen the SEC come in and call much of anything a security. They kind of hinted at a few things, and you know, they're just going about like we seen yesterday with X Rapid. They just, you know, took off some nodes and got some other people to run them, and now they're sitting a little under the 51% and saying, hey, you know, we're not fully in charge.
Yeah, Moscow Mule saying it is Overstock's coin. Like, yeah. So
I mean, it just, you know, when it comes to this stuff, if you're asking me questions of whether or not you should be holding it and all this stuff, if you believe in it, then that's great. You know, then that means you find validation in the technology, and that means that you probably should be holding some. But you got to think to yourself, am I going to be holding this for a day, a week, a month, a year? But ultimately, I always come to the decision that whenever I think I'm holding this for 5 years, I only want to be holding Bitcoin for 5 years. If it comes to something else, I'm thinking, okay, yes, I can make more Bitcoin off of it. I can make more money to help pay the bills.
Even Ethereum gets shady once you start thinking real long term, because I mean, half the stuff they said that should already be out and on there is not.
Yes, where's the sharding? Where's the Casper? Where's the Plasma Network?
Now they just push it back and farther and farther. It's like, I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be there in 5 years.
Well, I mean, like we talked about yesterday, you know, the ICOs are a double-edged sword. Well, what else has Ethereum really got going on besides all the ICOs that are
all the stuff they can't do? That they said they will.
I mean, I don't know. I know that I've seen the network get congested on Ethereum quite a few times already, but not only just the crypto kitties, but the F coin.
Well, that was my fault, but yes.
There was another event or whatever where I went to go send a transaction, and just because I was trying to pay the one draw or whatever, it took 15 hours, and I ended up having to go back and redo it.
Oh yeah, it wasn't successful, and it was like, yes,
yeah, there wasn't really much of a reason besides that. When I went to the gas station and checked it out, they said they were at 90%. I mean, they need to see some sort of scaling, because otherwise there's a lot of other networks out there gunning for the same exact thing. I think we had seen some people dropping off of Ethereum and going to EOS. Then we've seen some people dropping off of Ethereum and going to IOTA.
I think so, yeah.
I mean, you keep hearing about all these different projects because everyone's trying to make it compatible with Ethereum so they can just pull these, you know, ICOs and these dApps and everyone, you know, off of Ethereum. It was just that Ethereum had the first mover advantage. But here in the cryptocurrency space, it moves really fast, and everyone's just looking for the next big project. And like I keep saying, it seems like a lot of people that are in this space right now, they came in last year during the hype up, and they're just looking for those dollar bills. They're not here thinking about the long term, you know, what it's going to do for society. Why are we really developing these cryptocurrencies? You know, what is the true point behind them? Because really, we want decentralization. Really, we want this Lightning Network to work. I mean, we've seen with Bitcoin Cash that if you went the other way and you took, you know, bigger blocks and you just throw code out there within a week or two. I mean, luckily we had a Bitcoin dev that caught it for them, but I mean, they could have had a chain split that they wouldn't have wanted. They've had problems, you know, and now they're getting ready to add ICOs on top of it. I just see, even though they're going to have a 64 megabyte block, they're still going to run into problems. You know, it takes a long time to work out all these kinks. Bitcoin's been here for 10 years. Bitcoin's going to be here for another 10 years. I don't see that changing. And I just see, it feels like I'm standing here and I can feel the change in the breeze. I can hear the crack of thunder in the distance, and the rain that comes is going to be mass adoption. And it's not here right now. I'm not feeling the sprinkles on me at the moment, but I can tell that the rain's coming.
Right. Getting humid, and there's crackles in the background.
I mean, a lot more than I did 2 years ago. 2 years ago, when I got into this, you know, Bitcoin was $700, $800, $1,000. You know, it seemed like, you know, everyone was just talking about ETFs. Then, yeah. We don't really need ETFs. ETFs are just going to pump the price up. Is it going to make adoption? Maybe when the price goes up, it'll push people to do things and stuff. But slow, steady gains is how we get there. So slow, steady adoption of code, consensus through the Bitcoin network. That's how we make this better. That's how we look to keep this plane flying around the world every 24 hours.
We have Kintu Ivan. He says, hi, this is Ivan from Uganda. And we have Joshua Welling.
Hey, buddy. Hey, Josh. What's up, buddy?
He said he was sorry he's late. It's okay.
I know it's been. I haven't had a consistent time. I really got to work this out.
We're the ones who are late, technically.
It's us. It's on us completely. I'll have to say that it's been me, and it's been this way for what? We're looking at 2 weeks almost now.
Yeah, because before this, you could at least do it without me. Now, between both of us, like, it's never seeming to match.
I'm going to keep doing it, guys. I am not going anywhere. I mean, I love this community. I love getting out here. I just, I want to make sure that you guys can all watch. I want to make sure you guys can all be in that chat because, I wasn't doing these videos live, and I find this a lot better. I mean, I'm sure that you guys like it too, that you guys can type to that chat. Samantha's a great reader. She passed English in college.
No, yeah.
And I can sit here and none of this is scripted. I mean, I got a couple little notes that I had jotted down from the top news articles, and it's pretty much just the titles because I read through them. And I'm just out here talking, from the heart and from the head, right off the top of my head, on what I think, what I feel about this stuff. And as always, I am 90% invested in Bitcoin, 10% invested in the alts. I mean, and nothing's going to change with that. I'm a borderline Bitcoin maximalist, but, I'm really out here to help you guys the best I can, not only through answering the questions in the live chat, but on the weekend episodes of they've been an hour.
Yeah.
So let's call them an hour Q&A session. But I also have the free help desk. That's been picking up. I received a few emails last night. Big plus. I got to give a shout out to my buddy Sasha. He had written me. I haven't heard from him in a while. I really love hearing from him. He was one of my very first supporters way back when I had.
He's the one who bought the microphone.
Yeah, he was the one that bought the microphone for us. I mean, he started way back when we had 25 followers.
Yep.
And I had like 10 videos out here.
And he said he didn't like anybody on YouTube. He was like, all of them are fake, but you.
I mean, like I keep telling you guys, I'm not trying to make $1 million. I'm not trying to do anything crazy. I'm definitely not trying to rip anybody off. I just want to, I think I know what's going on a little bit. I think I can spot a scam for sure. I definitely can help you guys keep those strong hands when you need them. So let me try to help you if I can help you. Shoot me those emails. It's eugeneforest20@gmail.com. I'd love to answer your emails. I mean, it's really not that big of a deal. I don't really have much of a social life. I just hang out here in the woods with me and Samantha and my birds. So, I mean, I think and eat cryptocurrency for breakfast. All right.
Is it all the news?
Ethos Square, High Times, Jamaica.
Awesome.
Yep, I got through the news. There wasn't a whole lot. A lot of people were talking about the price. I mean, we had leftover news from yesterday where they were saying that it was going to go down, and then they had new people that actually got out there early, wrote some new articles, and we're talking about the price going back up. I hate talking about the price all the time because, once again, I feel that I'm here for the long term, so the price isn't super important. Hopefully, in 25 years when I go to want to be done with all of this and everything, I'll be paying for stuff right off my cell phone in Satoshis.
Measure Bitcoin and Bitcoin.
Yeah, 1 Bitcoin equals 1 Bitcoin, right, people?
Because if you look at it any other way, it starts getting depressing on some days. And then super, I mean, no one needs to have that many emotions go that many ways. Just
emotional roller coaster right there for sure. The cryptocurrency price. All right, you guys. As always, I got all kinds of tools, links, and affiliation codes down there for you guys. I know it's a mess. I've been thinking about getting down there and putting it in a text document and doing some re-editing on that for you guys. But I'm sure if you go digging through there, you'll find something new, something that you can use. I mean, there's lots of stuff down there. They're my personal links that I use as well. You got to check out all my social media stuff I got. I've been trying to get everywhere. I've been trying to cast a big net so I can catch a lot of fish. All right. I'm on Minds. I'm on Lit. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Steemit. I started up I post this video to DTube as well. I've been posting that crypto influencer. They were supposed to get me up on Monday. I had written to them. They said they were going to fix it. Then they didn't fix it. So I'm about to give up on them and write him a nasty email. I hate it when people say things and then don't follow through.
Rick's here and he said he missed it all. I know.
I recorded it, Rick.
Sorry.
Let's see what else we got going on. Anything? You gotta look forward to our weekend show. I mean, come check us out. You don't know when you're working.
I know. I know what I work Friday.
Schedule on that one, but we'll be here Saturday or Sunday for sure. I will definitely make sure I post that one to my Twitter as early as I can, so at least 2 to 5 hours before we do it. I'll make sure that's posted to the Twitter because I wrote Sasha and asked him if he wanted to come on. I don't know if he's gonna, so I don't want to make any promises about having a guest. It might just be me and Samantha, but we'll do everything we can to try to cheer you guys up. All right, you guys. As always, tools, links, affiliation codes. Come check out my Steam it. Upvote me if you can. Donate to the EDC fund. I mean, I know we got a while, so $1 or $2 every now and again, it helps gets us a little bit
dollar
closer.
cost averaging.
Yeah, dollar
to
cost
the
average
tally.
to EDC. All right, you guys. Keep your Bitcoin safe. Nice day.
Bye, guys.